Hey everybody, this is Dean DaCosta, and today I'm doing something a little different. This is not a normal video. Not going to talk about a specific tool, just going to make a generalization here. I've written about it in my book, which you can get on Amazon.com. It's, I believe, Recruiting the DaCosta Style, excuse me, the book of Recruiting DaCosta Style. But one of the things I write about is the sourcing life cycle. You got research, source, download, scrape, zap, whatever, and then enhance. And I talk a lot about the different tools you can use and how you can use them together. And that's one of the things that I want to reiterate in this video. I'm not going to show a whole lot. I'm going to talk. Um, I've over the last 12 days, I've seen a lot of people asking about different tools. Well, what can this tool do? Okay, is there a tool that can do more? Can do better, whatever. And the first thing I ask myself is, what are they talking about? No one tool can do everything. So just get that out of your head. I don't care what they say or what anybody says. The question you should be asking yourself not is there a tool can do more or better, because there might be, but how much more and better it does it really do? Um, but the big question is, how can I do more? So let's take an example. If I use HireTool or Search Facebook search, and I look for people that are a member of a Java group who live in Seattle, I'm going to get a list. So let's say I go ahead and go down and let the auto scroll get me 1,000. The question now is, how do I get that information out? So I use Zap Info, great tool for that kind of stuff. And it zaps me, grabs, zap, same thing, 1,000 people. Fantastic. Zap Info enhances, gets me some emails, Facebook URLs, and a bunch of stuff, but not enough. Let's say out of 1,000 people, it does about 200. Okay, what do I do now? I got 800 people I don't have enough info to do anything with, other than know that they might fit my job. So what do? I say, what tool can I use to get more? HireTool. Let's use HireTool. I upload them to HireTool. HireTool goes out there, gets me LinkedIn URLs, other social URLs, gets me some more emails and phone numbers. Let's say at this point out of the 1,000, I now have between the two tools about 450, 500 emails, phone numbers, whatever. Great. Still got another five to 600 I need. What do I do now? I upload the list to Seekout, and Seekout does its thing. Seekout does its thing. It's done. Now let's say we have 980 emails. 980 meals out of 1,000? Yeah, probably good. You don't need the other 20. Out of 980 people, even if you have the worst funnel there is, which means it takes you 450, finding 450 people to get to a hire, you're going to get two hires, and two hires, if you're an agency, two hires, Java developer making 100K, probably going to get you about somewhere between um, 30 to $40,000 in fees. Now you're probably saying, yeah, but that's a lot of time. Uh, No, it's not, because I did it. The exact scenario is one I just did. It took me 5 minutes of hands-on time. It's simple. You zap. While it's zapping, you're doing other work. When it's done, you download, upload to HireTool. While it's doing its thing, you're working. HireTool will notify you when it's done. And when it's done, you download, upload to Seekout. Let it do its thing. You're working. When it's done, you download. Your hands-on time for that is 5 minutes, what it took me. Maybe it might be 8, 9 minutes for you. 10 minutes to get 980 people that might that are qualified for your job based on what you looked for. That's ROI on that is off the chart. Most people will tell you if you can get 5, 10 candidates in an hour, you're doing good. So let's think about this. You're paying somebody $50 an hour, and then you get, let's say, 10 people an hour that are really good. To get 980, that would take you approximately 98 hours. 98 hours times $50 is a whole lot of money. I'm not even going to get into how much money it is. It's like $5,000 or more. I mean, I'm not even going to try to do the math on that one. Um, but you just did it in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. If you did it in an hour, it's still good ROI. And there you have it. So my point being is this: stop worrying so much about finding the tool that can do it all, because there is none. I don't care what they tell you, who they are. They can't do everything. They either can't look everywhere or can't find every email or whatever. Guaranteed they can't do it all. But if you combine the right tools in the right order, you can do nearly everything. To give you an idea, the tools I mentioned today, HireTool, Seekout, and ZapInfo, are three of a 10 tool superset that I have for US and Canada based sourcing that I don't need anything else, to be quite frank and honest. Don't need them. Now, remember, that's 3 out of 10. So there's seven more tools in there. I don't need anything else. And let's think about the sourcing model: research, source, download, scrape, zap, whatever, enhance, find more info, and then contact. That's what I'm talking about. Because uploading is no big deal because they're all download to a CSV. You can upload to any ATS or CRM. And there is an ATS/CRM as part of this if you need one. And that particular one is called Luxo. But let's think about this for a minute. And by the way, Luxo also sources and enhances, so it fits into several categories. A lot of these tools do multiple things. Um, and there's more tools in the set. The funny part about this is when compared to, say, LinkedIn Recruiter, you can get most of these tools all at once for cheaper than one LinkedIn Recruiter license. So not only can you save money, but your ROI goes off the chart. But the key is stop thinking about one tool. Start thinking about how this tool can work with this. Whenever I test a new tool, and I test a lot of them, most of you know, I always say, okay, this tool does this and it's really good. And I tell the people it needs to do this and this, but how can I combine it with other tools? Yeah, this tool finds them, but now I got to get them out and get more information. How can I do that? I automatically say, well, this Zap Info can do this, Data Miner can do this, um, HireTool and Seekout can do this. I always come up with other things that can do that. Always. Start thinking that way. And if you're not sure because you don't know all the tools available like that, then just ask. Ask. There are a lot of people out there that you can ask that can go ahead and help you. Myself, Brett Fig, Greg Hawkins, Jonathan Kidder, just to name a few. Just to name a few. There are more, but just name a few people that you can contact that could tell you what tools that you can combine to do incredible things. Sourcing magic. Anyway, that's the idea. Just something to think about. Combining tools, think about it, ask, whatever. This is Dean DaCosta.